Way to go, man! We're regular old outdoorsy fellas. Hooray for not dying. I take a seat in one of the lawn chairs Craig brought and cozy up to the fire, warming up my hands. Relax, man. Take it easy. Let me handle the dinner. I watch as Craig stokes the fire and sets up a makeshift grill for the steaks. After all that hiking and swimming and fire starting, I'm able to relax a bit. With the sound of crickets and the scent of steak filling the air, I actually feel pretty calm. Craig expertly sears 2 steaks in a pan, and he's been heating up on the fire, cracking thyme and crushed ginger over it while basting them both in butter. Oh, it's Craig. So good. You definitely know a way to this guy's heart. Wow, I didn't know he was actually good at cooking. The fanciest I ever saw him get in college was when he started sprinkling the seasoning packet onto dry ramen and eating it straight up. When did this happen? You used to eat cereal every morning with beer instead of milk. I grew up, I guess, and that's pretty hot. I think these are just about ready. Craig puts the steaks onto a paper plate and sets them aside. I start to reach for one, but Craig smacks my hand away. Dude, let them rest. It'll be more flavorful that way. I patiently return to my seat, eyeing the steaks longingly from a distance. They smell incredible. Craig prepares a side salad for us in the meantime, sprinkling feta cheese onto freshly chopped greens. He plates it next to a generous pile of roasted potatoes covered in olive oil and rosemary. Once it's all ready, we sit down by the fire and dig in. Everything tastes okay? I'm in heaven. And the company is pretty darn awesome. That's what I like to hear. Remember how for an entire semester we would eat burritos for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? It's so hard to not go back to that. Look at you now, man. You have kids, a great job, and now you cook like a vengeful wizard whose arch nemesis is microwavable food. I'm really impressed with how much you've gotten your life together. Yeah, I'm really impressed by how much our Gregory has grown up. There's nothing sexier than a guy who, is able to get it together. Craig laughs, but there's no humor in it. I'm glad you think that. I glance at Craig while he picks at his salad. He really grew out of his baby face, but there's something about his expression that makes him seem so much older than he is. A sense of maturity he didn't have in college. He looks exhausted. You okay? Yeah. Come on, dude. I've known you for long enough to see when you're down.
Oh, man.
I'm tired, bro. I think being out here is making me realize just how drained I feel. You work really hard, Craig. It can't be easy. I have to, for my girls. I volunteer at their school. I cook healthy meals for them. I do everything I can to make sure they're happy and safe and happy. And when they're with their mom, I'm always working overtime so I can support them. Oh my goodness, give this guy a Father of the Year award already. And then you work out a lot so you can crush anyone who stands in their way? That, and I don't want to fall into my old habits. I need to set a good example for my girls. Oh, I loved Craig so much. Craig is so amazingly awesome. Craig. Everything I do is for them, and I wouldn't have it any other way. But it seems like it's bleeding you dry. If that's what it takes to raise them well, then it's worth it. That sounds like me. That sounds like what I would be when I'm a parent. Craig, buddy, I know where you're coming from here, but you gotta take care of yourself too.
Nice.
I do, though. I eat right and exercise, and that's not what I mean. You're too little butter on too much toast, you know? Too little butter on too much toast, you know?
Hey!
What? You're spreading yourself too thin. Life needs balance. It's great that you care this much about your kids, but you can't neglect your own needs because you're too busy taking care of everyone else's. You matter, too. It's just, I know I can provide for my family, and if I take a step back and look at everything objectively, I know I'm doing right by them. But I can't explain it, man. There's always that voice in the back of my head telling me that I need to do more. It's like it's never enough for me. Every time I try to relax, that voice keeps telling me I don't deserve it. To be honest, I even feel guilty about being out here. Can we please give this guy a hug already? Craig, you're trying your best and you're doing an amazing job. That's a fact. But even if you weren't, you would still deserve happiness. Do I, though? Hell yeah, bro. I look at Craig and think about what a good friend and even I look at Craig and think about what a good friend and even better father he is. He's compassionate, he's hardworking, he's relentlessly positive, he encourages everyone to be the best version of themselves, He makes me want to be a better person. This is why we need to put these two together. If you could only see yourself the way I see you. Craig beams. He gets up and walks over to supplies. Come on, I brought dessert. Ooh. Served on what, Craig? Served on who, Craig? Oh, are you going to use the campfire to torch the tops of some creme brulee? What? I know little to nothing about cooking. Craig pulls out marshmallows.
Bro.
Well, you still know how to make s'mores, right? I think the more important question is, do you know how to make s'mores? As I recall, you used to just completely blacken the marshmallows. Oh, I stand by that. It's charred on the outside, but the gooey center is preserved. I'm that way too. When I make s'mores or I toast marshmallows, I want the outside black. I want it black. It's more flavorful that way. Brutish. Craig throws a marshmallow at me and I catch it in my mouth. Pro move. We used to be able to do that at a great distance against a wind disadvantage. Give me a week of practice and I'll be competitive again. Craig and I sit in the warm glow of the campfire, watching embers float up towards the sky. The stars are so much brighter out here. Yeah, I miss this, Hark. I missed you, Craig. Me too. We stay here until it gets late, half remembering stories from college. We watch as the fire dies and eventually clamber into the tent. They're in the tent. We crawl into the tent and I unfurl my sleeping bag. Wait, where's the other sleeping bag? I look around for a second. Oh. Oh no, I must have left it at home. No. I'm sure I legitimately left it at home. It's all yours, dude. I'm sorry. I'll just curl up over here. No way. Here. Craig unzips the sleeping bag and spreads it out so there's enough room for both of us to lay on top of it. Night, bro. Good night, bro. I roll over and we face away from each other. Without a blanket, it's really cold. I shiver, and without realizing it, find myself nestling closer to Craig. I'm sure he won't mind. He turns over and I can feel his breath on my neck. It's hard to focus on anything else. I turn over, trying to get more comfortable. I open my eyes to find Craig's face only a few inches from my own. For once, he looks at peace. His eyes flutter open. His hand finds a place on my waist. I'm not sure who leans in first, but suddenly we're kissing. We look at each other again, my heart racing. Craig, I got strong feelings for you, bro. Feelings I can't deny anymore. Bro, me too. I run my hands through his hair, then down to his chest. Craig brings me closer, wrapping his arms around me. I feel so secure. You know, talking about old times is fun, but I like making new memories with you. He's so sweet! I smile, tracing the lines of his hip with my finger. We kiss again. I'm not worried about us getting too cold tonight. Whoa. Oh my. Energy saving, dude, run, outdoorsy, tent.
Wow, that was an amazing date.
Oh my goodness. If we don't end up getting the good ending with Craig this way, I don't know what is. I got, like, all S's and one A, if I remember correctly. What? You told me not to make a big deal, but you seem to have forgotten that my entire mission in life is to make a big deal out of your accomplishments. So consider this your graduation party. Surprise! Dad, everyone's here. Well, yeah, everyone wanted to come and support you. Is that a mac and cheese bar? Sure is. Fully customizable, down to the type of mac. And there's an ice cream cake, the good kind with the crunchies in the middle. I don't know what to say! Don't say anything. Just go have fun with your pals, alright? I'm so proud of you, Amanda. Amanda smiles and runs to her friends. I should make the rounds and make sure everyone's having a good time. But first, mac and cheese. Hark, my dude! Pablo! How's the shirt business going? My bud, I got men's shirts, I got women's shirts, I got tank tops in a variety of sizes, shapes, and colors. Each one of them fine quality, screen printed with logo and a visage of world-renowned witch house outfit, Vacant Veil. Purchasable at most respectable retailers. But more specifically, out of the trunk of my car, I'm also selling my mom's world-famous homemade apple butter. Ooh, I love apple butter. Never stop hustling, Pablo. Baby, you got it. Hark! Brian, you made it! Don't pass up on good Mac. What do you think about the party? It's not bad. Just not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. Don't let him bait you. Don't let him bait you. Thank you for the lovely compliment. Sure thing, pal. Say, let me know if you ever want to head out to the lake. I'd be happy to pull you out of the drink again. Deep breaths. I love how there's referencing all of the dates if you went on all the dates with them. Deep breaths. Daisy trots up. Hi, Amanda's dad. Hey, Brian's daughter. See how that feels? This is really great party. Thanks so much for inviting us. You're very welcome, tiny child who knows how to pay a compliment. Brian and I lock eyes. This isn't over. Looks like you've got settled into this neighborhood quite nicely. Yep, couldn't ask for a better cul-de-sac. Well, I'm glad. Hopefully we'll see you at more church events. We got a big schedule planned for the rest of the year, and I'm sure the kids would love to see your dance moves again. Thanks, Joseph. I would love to be your friend, Joseph, and I hope that things work out for the best for you and your family. Whatever that means. Whatever form that takes. Sure thing, Joseph. And maybe if you aren't doing anything later, we could hang out sometime. Sure, Joseph. That'd be great. Well, see you later. Hugo comes up with me. Joseph has such a sad face. I feel so bad for Joseph. I really do. I feel so bad. He has such a sad face. Hugo comes up with a plate of mac and cheese. The perfect cheddar to mac ratio. Beautiful work, Hark. Thanks, Hugo. I learned from the best. I've got a pocket full of gift cards that say you already knew a thing or two. Let's get together for trivia night again sometime soon, huh? You know it. You know, I'm really pleased to see Amanda going to her dream school. I'm glad she turned it around for finals. Me too. That scholarship money will really help. Amanda walks by and pretends to not see Hugo. Amanda, come say hi to your old teacher. Hey! Congratulations on graduating. I know you're going to do great things at art school. Haha, yeah, thanks. Amanda starts to back away. Wait, I just realized that you're not my teacher anymore, so I don't have to be afraid of talking to you. You no longer hold power over me. Hey. You're right. Go forth, adult. I can no longer give you detention. Yeah, I'm gonna break anything I want, and there's nothing you can do about it. Are you still mad about the time I gave you detention for breaking my globe? Nope. Oh. And I'll have you know that the globe didn't even fit through the basketball hoop in the first place, so she'll fit into college just fine. Hey! Robert gestures vaguely to the snack table. Good stuff. Yep. See you later. Hey. That's all that they say? Alright. Hey, man. Matt! Let me know when Amanda leaves for college. I'll have a fresh batch of Right Said banana bread ready for her. Thank you. I know she'll love that. What a splendid garden party. My deepest thanks for extending an invitation to my son and I. This icebox cake is divine. Yeah, thanks, dude. Good cake. Thanks for coming by. Hey, looks like Amanda's hanging out with Briar and Hazel. Let's see what they're up to. Yeah. Okay, Briar, think of a shape. Hazel? What's she thinking? Square. Briar? Star. Yeah. We'll get it next time. Amanda leans in close to Briar and Hazel, lowering her voice. Listen, you guys can be real with me. If you're downplaying your psychic abilities, I want you to know that you can trust me. Heck, even think of me as the third twin. Amanda, that's a triplet. You know, Dad, by the time I'm done with these kids, we're gonna be finishing each other's... What? You didn't finish your sentence. What are we gonna be finishing? Each other's sentences. See? Third twin. I have to go. As the party starts to wind down, I take a seat on our back porch step. The sun is setting and everyone seems to have eaten their fill. Amanda wanders over and sits down next to me. Killer party, Pops! What can I say? I was inspired. So, I also have something for you. For me? Why? Not to be completely genuine about my feelings for once or anything, but growing up wasn't easy. But it could have been a lot harder if it wasn't for you. Dad, you've been there for me through everything. There's been times in my life when you were my only friend. I was really scared of going to college and being so far away from you. But I realize that everything you've done for me has been to prepare me for this, and I'm ready. I wouldn't be who I am today without you. Don't cry. Don't cry. I swear to God, Hark, if you cry again. You're the best, Dad. I love you. And I'm crying. Anyway, that was enough emotional vulnerability for one day. Present time! Amanda hands me a tiny wrapped package. I tear the wrapping off to find a framed picture of me and Amanda. It's us. Kinda shocking, all our photo albums are just pictures of me, huh? I figured we needed at least one together before I leave. Amanda, thank you. Watching you grow up has been the happiest experience of my life. You're such a talented, intelligent young woman, and I'm so excited to see what the future holds for you. Knock 'em dead, kid. Always do. Amanda and I share a hug. This is the only the beginning, Pops. Plenty more memories for us down the road. Memories to make and stuff to break, right?
Aww.
Oh, I'm gonna break so much stuff, intentionally and unintentionally. You're probably gonna have to pay for most of it. It would be my honor. Amanda hops up. Looks like someone's been waiting to talk to you. I glance over to the back of the yard, where Craig is sitting on a bench beneath our cherry blossom tree. He smiles at me. I'll leave you to it. Me and the Emmas are gonna go get ice cream. The Emmas, eh? Love you, Pops. Amanda runs off to join her friends. I take a seat next to Craig as the last guests make their way out of the party. I love all the petals, like, falling. It's so romantic. Bro! This reminds me of the parties we used to throw. Fewer keg stands, of course. Probably for the best. I don't want to get my hip replaced after a party trick goes wrong. We can leave keg stands in the past. I'm, taking this weekend to relax. This party was my first stop out of the express train from the relaxation station. Next stop is Napville. Pull into the Hark concourse. I'd like to book a ticket to Napville as well. I might have to meet you halfway at eating food directly off of your own stomach town. Whoa. Wow, you two. We both giggle, but man, do I want to just pour some chips on my belly while I hang out in a hammock. Craig, I'm glad you're making time for yourself. Me too. Stress is a funny thing, dude. I didn't realize how overworked I was until we got away from the city. It's honestly just as destructive as binge drinking every night and eating burritos off of the floor. I guess we need to get out of the city more often then. Craig kicks his legs over the side of the bench and leans onto me, lying down on my lap. Aww. I run my fingers through his hair. Aww, that's so cute. You're looking for balance. I admire that. I'm trying not to feel guilty about doing things for myself. It's a process, and it's gonna take me some time to figure it out. I might need your help, bro. Craig, I'll be your bro till the day I die, and if being your bro means forcing you to take care of yourself, then I'll happily oblige. This is what we mean by a healthy relationship, people. This is a healthy relationship. Craig looks up at me, smiling. Bro, that means so much to me. You mean so much to me, Craig. Craig sits up and pulls me into a kiss. Aww. Bro. We both laugh. You and me, we're gonna be alright. Yes, they are. Aww. That was such a great ending. Aww. So there we have it. I beat the game a second time. And this time, it seems like we ended up having a much happier end for Dad Hark. And I think what I'm gonna do is, like, for my canon, my head canon, I think what's gonna happen is I'm gonna combine my two playthroughs together, such that, Dad Hark, ended up, really falling for Joseph. He was trying to focus on Joseph and trying to see if anything would come out of that, and then it just didn't. It just kind of fizzled out. And, I think that Daddy Hark was heartbroken, but eventually after enough time passed by and he was able to get over the heartbreak of Joseph, he decided to get back onto the dating pool again. He decided to take it a lot slower, not to commit anyone right away, and just hang out casually with all of the other dads. You know, he casually hung out with Craig, and then Brian, and then Robert, and then so on and so forth. Hung out with them a second time until he finally decided, you know what? My friend Craig, my college friend from way back when, he was there in front of me the entire time. And I just never noticed him in that way until now that Dad Hark really does love him and cares about him very deeply. And he ended up taking a chance with Craig, and this time it paid off. Finding love can be really hard, and it can definitely take some time, and quite often you'll have your heart broken a number of times before you finally find that special someone, if you're looking for that special someone that you want to have a relationship and ultimately settle down relationship, whatever you want to refer to that as, if you're the kind of person who wants to settle down with one person in a relationship. That is so hot. Go Flapjacks. Oh, I love that. That is a great shot of Craig. That is so hot. This is great. Once again, I have to say, this was such an amazing game. I am so glad that this was made. I'm so glad that so many mainstream YouTubers have been Let's Playing this game, and just more people have been playing this game regardless. I know that a lot of people might be going into it seeing it as a big giant joke, but I hope that they at least appreciate it for what it is and take it a little bit more seriously than they might have initially anticipated, and seeing that the creators, I mean, they weren't messing around. They were trying to make this a good quality game. The writing is great, the art style is great, the music is great. It definitely had a few things in there that I would have wanted to improve upon, and I've mentioned that all throughout both playthroughs. Both playthroughs I pointed out things. But overall, it is a solid game, and I hope that we can get other games just as solid as this in the future. The humor was great. One of my favorite moments was definitely the song of when you went to the concert with Matt, and then there was the song that was playing. That was so memorable. I love that so much. I really still love Joe a lot. I really like, as a character, I love Joe as a character a lot. But it looks like, at the end of the day, Daddy Hark's canon long-term relationship is his buddy Craig, is his bro Craig. And like they said, there'll always be bros for each other. There always will be romantically interested and together and all that good stuff. Craig's great. Look at him. He's the whole package. He is the whole package. And I feel a lot happier ending this LP this way. So I definitely am glad that I started the experience the way that I did and rushed through it just to see the difference, and I definitely see a big difference between the two. I know that there's supposed to be something that happens where you could take Mary home, and I think you end up being a lot more sympathetic to you if you do that. I wasn't able to unlock that. I know that there's probably some way that you could do it. I don't know if I'm necessarily going to do that during this Let's Play, but it's okay. I would have loved to have seen more about what makes Mary more of a sympathetic character, what is her side of things, but it just didn't happen this time. But that's okay. That's okay. I don't have to experience every single detail in a Let's Play. It's fine. I'm just happy that we got to experience what we were able to experience with all of the dads, and then have such a beautiful end with Hark and Craig's relationship. So thank you guys so much for watching this Let's Play, and until next time everybody, love yourselves and love each other.